Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to talk about First World War. Why do Germans think that the Jews and socialist elements amongst them was the reason why they lost the First World War? Yes, whenever we are talking, this kind of conversation comes up, people always talk about the Second World War, Hitler, the Jews, the horrible things that happens. Nobody actually talks about Germany, First World War Germany, what transpired around from the beginning of the war to the end, from beginning of the war till 1919 when the Treaty of Versailles was signed. So now, First World War ended. A lot of people within Germany blame the Jews, that they're the reason why they lost the war. So for you to understand how the dislike that Germans have for the Jews, it didn't start in Second World War. It started all the way in the beginning of the 19th century. So now, why did they think that? So the Germans think some elements among them stabbed them in the back, sabotage the war effort, which means for the country to have money to fund the war, right? For the country to have money to fund the war, they don't have it, and Jews sabotaged it. Basically, the war effort was sabotaged. That's how they think Jews stabbed them in the back. So in this video, I'm just going to dissect it and speak my mind, what I think actually was the case. So now, after the Second World War ended, then in 2019, the Treaty of in 1919, I'm sorry guys, in 1919, Treaty of Versailles was signed, and a lot of people don't know that the Treaty of Versailles was so harsh on Germany, and it rarely be talked about. Because what that means is that they lost all their territory. Ottoman already collapsed because they are ally of Germany then. Austria-Hungary collapsed. Their territory in Africa, which is Namibia, they lost it. English took it. So now within Germany, their economy crumbled during the Weimar Republic. So political leaders at that time are corrupt, so people don't even hold them responsible. Well, all the people we are focusing is the Jews. Jews are the reason, So now, here I'm gonna speak what I think actually happened. You can disagree with me and share your own. If you're a history person, share your own thoughts in the comment section. So, some elements sabotaged Germans from winning the First World War. The Jews and the socialists, that's who they blame as the reason why Germany lost the First World War. But here is what I think. In every war, there's going to be a loser. You will be prepared for it. Every country always prepared with the possibility of war. Even then, not even more so now, but even then, every country, empire prepares for war. So unfortunately, Germany lost, and at a heavy cost. So now they lost. They have to blame somebody, and the Jews. This is my thought. This is what I think. They blame the Jews. Jews are the reason why they lost. So they never really forgave the Jews about that. So you see corrupt politicians during the Weimar Republic, some people, leadership, German leadership apparatus during that time, the blame supposed to fall on them. They say, no, we did everything right, it's the Jews, blame the Jews. That's exactly what happened in First World War. And at that time, every evidence, unfortunately, when it comes to businesses, small scale banking, Jews are Jews are very predominant in that sector in Germany at that time. But as I said, that is not the reason why Germany lost. The war effort was handled badly because of bad leadership, not the Jews. It's bad leadership. If that's the case, why didn't they happen in the Second World War? I'm not going to talk about Second World War, but I'm just using it as a pin, a launching pin. So the anti-Jewish sentiment, that's where it starts. So for some people, when they talk about history, the history of Germany and Jews, they always focus on the Second World War, but nobody talks about where it actually starts. Nobody talks about it. So now, this is what I think, and I hope people that are more vast in history, if you know more, you let me know in the comment section. But I think the idea that the Jews were the reason why Germany lost the First World War, the fact is not true. This is not me trying to pander to Jews or anything. I support human race, but historical facts have shown that Jews were not the reason. The war effort was handled badly because of corrupt people, corrupt German leaders at that time. You understand? So yeah, even at that time, Jews were giving up. Some Jews were giving up all their stuff and moving to America, moving to other European countries. Some people that saw what about to come in the near future. Some people left. Some Jews left Germany at that time. Then the ones that have stayed then were in Germany and witnessed the Second World War. So yeah, that's the video. I'm just simply trying to destroy the narrative that somehow the Jews were the reason why Germany lost the First World War. No, it was bad leadership and corruption. Yeah, and this is the time of Weimar Republic. I hope I'm spelling. I think it says well Weimar Republic during some sort of republic. Just Google that time. There was certain type of government going on at that time in Germany before Hitler came in and changed everything. So that's the video, man. I hope you guys can share your own thoughts or what you think. All right, the war was a humiliation. First World War was a very humiliative for Germany, and they never really give up on that until they came back in Second World War and lost again. All right, see you guys on the next one.